Okay, I actually can't believe this is happening. Guys, the Swifties are completely losing it right now. This video was initially supposed to be about how Taylor Swift got done dirty by Billboard's list of the greatest pop stars of the 21st century, which she did, and we'll talk about that. But in the middle of making this video, the story has shifted towards the Swifties, who are obviously upset, but they're taking this news way too seriously. And now they've resorted to racism against Beyonce and her fans and her family. Like, this is just absolutely disgusting. There's no excuse for any of it. But for now, let's just get to what actually happened to cause all of this. Okay, you guys, we have been waiting months for this Billboard list to be revealed, and the wait is finally over. There's definitely been drama along the way, especially when they announced Justin Bieber at number 8. But yesterday it finally happened. Billboard listed Taylor Swift in second place for the greatest pop stars of the 21st century, which is interesting because I guess that makes Beyonce number 1. There's already some controversy there, but it goes further. Billboard honestly did Taylor so dirty. Is it because they put her in second? We'll get to that. But in a video they posted trying to highlight her accomplishments, they showed a clip of probably one of the lowest points of her career. I made that famous. And they used this clip as a way of highlighting her career. Like, who thought this was a good idea? This is crazy. And there was so much controversy and backlash over this that they actually deleted and re-uploaded the video without this clip and then like half-assed apologized for their error. They said they are deeply sorry and that they sincerely regret the harm they have caused with this error. By the way, love the community note here. But meanwhile, the chief brand officer of Billboard, Dana Droppo, who seems to be a professional Taylor Swift hater, actually deleted her Twitter account and privated her Instagram page after people found these old tweets of her hating on Taylor Swift and even Rihanna. So the drama here is crazy because how is the person in charge of Billboard's marketing department going to be this biased when making and promoting a list like this? I mean, do they want to be taken seriously or not? This is honestly just embarrassing for Dana, and I'm sure she has a lot of hate and negativity coming her way right now. But they also wrote this in a post on their website about Taylor. They said she's a billionaire, the only female artist to become one predominantly through music alone, and that she is the most famous woman in the world. More famous than Beyonce? Well, the Swifties definitely think so because, oh my goodness, we have to talk about what the reaction to this has been from Taylor Swift fans. And trust me, I really wish we didn't, but this is absolutely ridiculous. This hashtag is currently trending on Twitter with a concerningly high number of tweets being posted. There's literally thousands of terrible memes, jokes, and just straight up hate towards Beyonce from the Swifties. This one says, Beyonce was spotted being a maid during Taylor and Travis's Bahama trip. And then it's just this random black guy. Like, are you guys okay? Do you not see how messed up this is? I feel like this person said it best. They're like, the fact that there's a hashtag showing Swifties being racist towards Beyonce solely because B earned top recognition from Billboard really speaks volumes. Recognition that B couldn't care less about, by the way, and Taylor would agree that B earned it. And yes, these fans are resorting to racism and incredibly inappropriate comments, even to Beyonce's child, who literally has no part of this, over a made-up spot on a Billboard list. Like, what is going on here? This honestly makes the comments from Dana seem tame compared to these awful tweets from the Swifties. And I thought those comments were crazy. My personal opinion is that I thought they were gonna put Taylor first, but I can definitely see why they put her second. Yes, Taylor Swift has had an incredible career with many achievements, which is why she's number 2 on Billboard's list, but Beyonce has been around since the 90s. And she's had an incredibly large influence on the music industry as a whole and is respected by countless music industry giants, which in itself is very telling of her accomplishments, including, by the way, especially to any Swifties that might be watching this, Taylor Swift herself has talked about how much respect she has for Beyonce, how much influence she's had on her career. So she really doesn't need you to be arguing and fighting over this. Okay, like, can we stop? I actually kind of hope Taylor puts out some sort of statement about this just to kind of like relax these crazy fans and let them know that this is not okay, because I'm sure she's the only person in the world that could even make them consider thinking twice about this. But this behavior is just absolute madness. And I know not all Taylor Swift fans are like this, but clearly too many of them are. And I honestly just can't stand these people. But I also did a breakdown comparing some stats between the two. So let's shift to that. Let's actually talk about it because that has been the biggest question surrounding these last 2 spots specifically on this list. People have been wondering, would it be Taylor as number 1 or would it be Beyonce? And now that we know where they rank Taylor, the question now is, did she deserve to be put second? And I'm sure it's easy for the fandoms of each of these women to pick a side and just want their favorite to be first. But let's actually compare some of their stats. We'll just go one for one here. So number of Grammys. Taylor Swift has 14 and Beyonce has 32. Double. MTV Music Awards or VMAs, Taylor has 30 and Beyonce also has 30. There's a tie there. Billboard Music Awards, Taylor has 39 and Beyonce only has 16. Here's where it gets really interesting. Spotify monthly listeners. Taylor has 90 million Spotify monthly listeners. Beyonce has 55 million. It's still a lot, but that's almost double for Taylor. Monthly video views on YouTube. Taylor has 386 million. Beyonce has 155 million. More than double on that one. And overall social footprint, so like total followers or fan base, and this includes Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok all combined. Taylor has a total of 503 million followers. And Beyonce has 387 million followers. Those are both ridiculous numbers, to be honest. And then lastly, years active. For Taylor, it's 19 and Beyonce 26. Wild. Now, apparently Billboard has a criteria for how they have determined this list of the greatest pop stars of the 21st century, which says these greatest pop stars are not mathematically determined by stats like chart position, streams, or sale numbers. Those play a big part in our final rankings, of course, but so do things like music videos, live performances, and social media presence, and more intangible factors like cultural importance, industry influence, and overall omnipresence. And we're measuring this over all 25 years of this century so far, so if you were only heard from at the beginning or end of that period, or only had one or two big songs, albums, or eras, that's going to significantly hinder your ranking here as well. I couldn't verify that this is their criteria, but I saw it from multiple sources, so hopefully this is actually from them. And it would actually make sense because some of those numbers we just went over are higher for Taylor and then some are higher for Beyonce, which makes it dependent on a lot of different factors. So I don't know what else to say at this point. This whole thing has gotten so crazy and out of control, but let me know what you guys think. Even though it hasn't officially gotten announced yet, are they right to put Beyonce in the #1 spot, or should Taylor be ranked higher? Leave a comment down below. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.